Good morning and welcome to Better Thyself segment of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. Today happens to be the Valentine Day, and apart from the relationship between two individuals, people have started extending it to friendship at all levels. Well, friendship is not too bad. As a matter of fact, it's good. But then, is it sufficient enough? It's a beautiful thing. We experience a sense of safety, emotional reciprocity, support for our ideas and accomplishments. But then, that happens only when we are surrounded by the right people. At that time we feel supported, fulfilled, nourished. Our friends can be part of our support system. The people who we go to in order to share our thoughts, our dreams, our struggles, our hard times. When there are issues of health and longevity, these friends become even more important than the members of your own family. But have you not seen that many times the friendship becomes a burden? It's not without conflict and miscommunication. This is normal in every friendship. And it can be resolved in a conscious and a healthy way. It can be a creative experience. And then it can be more deep, more profound relationship. However, there comes a time in our lives when friendship, even those friendships which were there right from the childhood, are toxic. They are draining us, not nurturing us, cause stress, have negative effect on our mental health. And then is a time to end the friendship. Not that you want to end the friendship, but you have to end that friendship. And as a matter of fact, with those friends it's okay to set boundaries. But still better to have a surgical operation and cut off the relationship. Staying friend with a person because they have a history of friendship for a long time, or because you have a feeling that you will feel guilty for leaving that friend, is a recipe for being burnt out, resentment, heartburning, stress, and whatnot. But when to end the friendship? That's a crucial question. The million-dollar question is something which supports you, and you want to end it. You don't want to seem hasty in ending it. You don't want to precipitate the breakup. Though I am in favor of having a surgical operation. So I have identified 9 signs, 2 more than the planetary system rather, because 7 is the usual number people say. 7 habits, 7 bad habits, 7 good habits, and so on and so forth. But I am giving you 9 signs which if you observe, even one of them, it's a time to say, well, goodbye. Not goodbye till we meet again. The French people say, au revoir, but then goodbye, get lost. The first sign, when your friends start competing with you, not professionally, but on the various aspects of life and struggle. They are not happy with you. They are not happy for you. They are happy for themselves. There is nothing wrong with a little friendly competition. Healthy competition, leads us to a better life, better understanding, inspires us, motivates us. As a matter of fact, imagine a pair of friends having a friendly competition during a workout. There is a sense of shared experience and motivation for both of them to work harder. In a friendly competition, there is a transparency about what's happening. And regardless of the outcome, both parties feel a sense of sport. But a toxic and unhealthy friend may compete with you and you may never know it. And when do you know it? It manifests itself always in trying one up. You may be sharing your own accomplishment, which then results in that friend bragging about something they have done. A sense of inferiority prompts them to judge in. It's a sign of inability to sit with your success. Your success, when you are recounting, kindles a flame of jealousy in them. And they may put you down indirectly before others, cutting you off, presenting themselves, bragging about themselves. And as a matter of fact, they are not showing genuine, authentic sport that they should do when you are successful. No, they want to undercut it. This is the time to cut off that relationship. You may notice that these friends are more readily available or only want to listen when you are going through a tough time versus when you want to celebrate something good. If you're telling them about your misfortune, they'll be very concerned. They'll show their concern, but inside they are happy. But show them that you are successful, and you can see their glum, cold hearts coming to the fore. And that is the time to kick them out of your life. Secondly, those friends who hang out when they need something, not when you need it. They'll call you when they need you. They will not call you when you need them. When a friend reaches out to you because they need something, maybe they need to borrow money, maybe they need somebody to lean on, maybe they need you to listen to them, it's a big sign that the friendship is one-sided. And this would leave you exhausted, drained, irritable. You may notice that your friends may not return your efforts at relationship. In healthy friendship, there is emotional reciprocity. So when a friend calls you only when he needs you, he's not a friend. He is a bloodsucker, he is a leech. And you don't need leeches as friends. Tired. A phone comes, you look at the number, and then you make a face. Your heart says, well, what am I going to do? That friend, that means it's better to block that number, delete that number. Delete not from the phone, from your life. Most of the time, if you see a text message or an incoming call, from a friend, you might feel from neutral to happy. But if the friendship is unhealthy, you may not acknowledge it deliberately, but in your mind you know it's unhealthy, then you always say, well, what the hell? Why is it troubling us? There's a time when the friends disrespects you and violates your boundaries. There's a huge red flag. And that red flag must not be disregarded. Our boundaries keep us safe. They not only keep us safe, they keep us sane. They keep us within our confines. And they help us sustain our emotional and mental health. Boundaries can be physical. They can be mental. They can be emotional. And an unhealthy friend may violate these boundaries by putting you down, betraying your trust, talking negatively about you, with others, are being dishonest, whatever. But it is that. They lack accountability and make excuses for their behavior, often saying, well, that's the way I am. Or you are being too sensitive, you complain. Then, you end up betraying yourself by having such a friend who violates your boundaries, your space, your privacy. Such a friend who invades your space is a robber, is a thief, is a highwayman. Don't entertain him. Keep him at an arm's length. Say you're not welcome clearly. And the fifth, when you find yourself an excuse to get out of hanging with them, if he invites you, your body can pick up the information that he's inviting you for some selfish intent and you're not happy. The vibrations are not healthy vibes. Pay attention to your body response when you're scheduled to hang out with a friend. Does the body feel resistant, dread, or are you coming up with excuses not to see him, or to limit how long the hangout would be? Often you have a feeling of regret, and we ignore that. It is not to be ignored. And you would find that friendship, toxic, poisonous, killing, suffocating, strangulating, corroding, needs to come to an end. And the sooner you do it, the better it is. You see, sometimes the friends want to talk to you about relationship problems, frequently gossip about other people, avoid paying their portion of the bill. It's important to examine all aspects of their behavior, which irritates you, which send a negative thought in you. So when you have a negative thought, a negative vibration, when you don't want their company, why not tell them, okay, we were friends, enough. It is the end. It's the end of the road. Let's diverge. You go your way, I go my way. And the sixth sign, when your growth, your progress is affected by a friendship, is very commonly seen that long-term childhood friends affect your career, your life, your personal life. As you grow and evolve, your interests, your values, your morals, your ethics also change. The people in the past were often the people not the same now. And sometimes that means letting go of the friends who support the older narrative. That is being healthy. You don't keep on wearing the old clothes. You don't keep on using the old furniture. So why keep on using the old friends? If I tell you, I'm here, I've got hundreds of acquaintances, but I'm very choosy about my friends who come to my house. Not everybody is welcome. And I always say the people, even the closest friends, call me before they are coming. Because I don't want to hang out with every Tom, Dick and Harry. So, you might find friends who may not respect where you are in life. They are jealous, they are envious. They are bitten by the serpent of jealousy and ask you to do things which you don't want to do. Any friend will ask you to do an unethical thing. Well, you are a friend, so I can depend on you. Why? Why do something wrong? So any friend who affects your personal life, your growth, your ethics, out. Then, the seventh, when you feel that the conversation you are having with that friend is forced. As I said earlier, emotional reciprocity and mutual conversation are the base, the foundation of a healthy relationship, a better friendship. When you feel that you have nothing in common to talk about, and you feel that the conversation is forced, it's better not to have that conversation. You know, what sort of a forced conversation is? coming up with a topic beforehand, pretending to be interested, finding yourself, what? That you're involved in awkward silence and feels like that you're pulling teeth when you're talking. You feel like you're sitting in a dentist's chair. A couple of my friends used to come to very often. Every week practically they'll come. And we had no agenda. We'll talk about everything in the world. And 3, 4, 5 hours, they'll pass like a few minutes. But only these 3, 4 friends. That's it. When the people come with a preset agenda, that's not done. And then, the 8th sign, when you feel drained out after hanging out with them. First was when you dread hanging out with them. That was one sign, and now you're hanged out, you have come back and you feel drained, exhausted. You find that's not enjoyable to hang out with them. You feel tired having the same conversation over and over again. You feel exhausted by hearing their complaints about their work, their relationship, and what have you. And when you try to feedback to those friends, they reject that feedback. So the conversation goes in circles. That is the time to say, well, enough is enough. Let's go. And who are the additional symptoms that you are exhausted? You are guarded in your talk. You are unsported. You are anxious. You are unheard. You are disrespected, and you feel insulted. These feelings, when they are there, even one of them, it's a time to call it off. And the 9th is the friends are possessive, jealous, and controlling. You are my friend, you will not talk to him. You will not do this, are you not my friend? We must go to a movie because we are friends. The friends who call you, text you, and feel entitled of your time are not friends. They become upset when you tell them that you will call them back right away. They might even demand that you answer them right away. They become jealous when you do things which they don't like. You deal with other friends the way they like. We have got to understand that we have our own life and we don't emotionally disturb our friends. So they should also understand the same. You are involved in something, they should tell him. You tell him, look here, you are not disturbing me, and he should not take offense. And if he takes offense, he is not a friend. So ultimately, how you feel about friendship is a big indicator that you have to end this relationship. This is a time to end it. It's important to know how you feel to end that relationship. If you feel relieved, then you might think, well, why did I not do it earlier? Again, it's very important to strive for friendships that leave you feeling heard, respected, appreciated, safe and loved. And if these feelings are not generated after you meet a friend and talk about him or discuss him, then he is not a friend. There is nothing wrong with ending the friendship. Let me be very clear with you. People say don't end a relationship. Nothing wrong with that. And as a matter of fact, this is perfectly justified to end toxic, unhealthy, embarrassing, suffocating, killing friendships. They are not friendship, they are a millstone round your neck. There is a healthy part of setting boundaries and practicing self-care. If you care for yourself, end such relationships. And the sooner you do it, the better you shall be. So better thyself by knowing and ending unhealthy, toxic, suffocating relationship. The sooner you do it, the better you shall be. Thank you.